your step, hold your nose, and do mind the traps. There'll like as not be a fair dose of running and skull bashing as well. Follow the river. You'll find the door to the Undercroft at the water's end. Once you're inside, stick to the light and you'll find a ladder that will take you right up to the Prophet straight away. Do give him my best. Best of luck. Do check in now and again, won't you?
You know, I'm not even interested enough in these characters in the story to even go through the extra dialogue. I'm just like, okay, what's my next goal? What's the next thing that I have to run to and pick up or kill? You know, and I just have no interest in the characters and the story. It's just, you know, I don't know why that is. Anyways, so yeah, when it goes free to play, I'll play it. I really think that the heyday or the golden age of MMOs is over. I think we see the decline of them. I think it peaked during the World of Warcraft period in the mid 2000s, and it's in decline now. He's trying to kill my monkey. So, yeah, unless someone comes out with an MMO that fixes some of the issues that people really dislike about MMOs, I think, you know, obviously we've seen the trend that MMOs have gone free to play, and I think that's the only business model that's going to work at this point. Subscription-based MMOs just aren't going to work. World of Warcraft's subscriber base is dwindling. The only reason that they're still making money and still have so many subscribers, and they're still number one, is because they were just number one. They were the best when they came out. They renovated the whole MMO thing, in my opinion, and streamlined it and made it palatable to people who'd never played an MMO before. They got women playing MMOs, you know, whereas before I think mostly it was men playing MMOs. I was one of the exceptions. You know, I guess, what's the word for it? They, see if I'm going the right way. A lot of dead bodies. People are just kind of tired of MMOs because they've become, you know, because it's not something new anymore. It's, and all of the problems that you have to deal with the MMOs, with like, okay, World of Warcraft. What I disliked about World of Warcraft, I loved the vanilla World of Warcraft. Okay. You had to, when you did an instance, and I disliked that the instances were so long. I did dislike that. I liked one of the improvements they made with Running Crusade was they reduced the size of instances so you could do them in a reasonable period. I mean, I remember playing World of Warcraft vanilla and taking 3 or 4 hours to do an instance. It was just unreal. I mean, who has that much time, you know? But you had to work together as a unit. Your group
The Prophet's
did.
cage should be just ahead. Quickly now, we haven't much time.
It wasn't Tink and Spank. Rogues had their special things they could do. Mages had their special things they could do. And, you know, if I was playing a mage, you know, everyone would stop and they'd say, okay, we want you to sheep this person. And they would tell the rogue guy, you know, we want you to go sap this other person. And it was... that made the game more enjoyable to me. We had a strategy. We all had our parts to play. Now, when you go into an instance, you're in a group. Usually they're rude SOBs. If anyone dies, they blame the healer. Okay, and I'm usually the healer.
The good news is we made it here in one piece, and the Prophet probably should have mentioned this before, but it never seemed like the right time. There's a trick to opening the cell. The only way for a prisoner to leave is for another living soul to take their place. I need to swap places with the Prophet. We can't possibly understand it right now, but the Prophet chose you for a reason. You're important, and everyone and everything we've ever loved is in danger. Get the Prophet to safety. I'll find my own way back, if I can.
Okay, so like I was saying, you know, I'm usually the healer. And, if, like when an expansion would come out, it would take some time to get used to new spells, you know, your new level. You wouldn't start off with the best of gear, and so you wouldn't be as effective a healer perhaps, and everyone would just give you grief and tell you that you sucked.
There are magical locking devices on either side of the cage. You need to deactivate both of them so I can begin the transfer. Once it's done, get moving. The Prophet will know where to go, but he'll need your eyes and your protection.
Okay. So, doing instances became very boring for me. The most boring thing was you go in an instance and nobody has their own part to play. The tank just charges ahead. Sometimes not even waiting for the healer to catch up, not verifying that the healer's ready. You know, the healer could have almost no mana or at all, and the tank would still charge in. And then if he died, he would blame the healer, because that happened to me. You know, it's like, oh, hold on, I need mana. You know, I need to drink. They just play like, I don't know, 15-year-old boys who are so impatient. They want everything right now. And sorry, if you're a 15-year-old boy and you're not like that, I'm sorry. But, you know, a lot of 15-year-old boys are. In fact, a lot of adult men are like that too. So.
I give myself that the Prophet might be free!
But anyways.
Thank the divines you are safe. There is that at least. There has sacrificed everything that we might go free. Her sacrifice must not be in vain. I wish that were possible, but I promise you, once we escape Cold Harbor, we will find a way to rescue her together, Vestige.
Alright. Yeah. I'll go back to venting about World of Warcraft, right? Every time my little... I don't know, is this a monkey or a demon? Or is it a demon monkey? I haven't quite figured it out. It's so familiar. And sometimes he makes these little noises and I'm just like, what's attacking us? But there's nothing attacking us. Ooh, glowing eyes. Let's see, what am I supposed to do now? Okay, I can't continue until I select all of the options.
There is that at least. I
I wish that were possible.
I didn't want to
I
select
promise
this
you, once
option.
we escape, that is the name I have given you. You are but a trace, and that is what I've come to be called.
Yeah,
The anchors
I
are
really have no
dangerous.
interest. I have no interest in his dialogue. The voice acting is good in this game. And every NPC that I've interacted with was voice acted. I hate it in World of Warcraft where
Quickly
what now?
We must not let Lyris's sacrifice be.
What am I supposed to do now? I don't know. Because I'm not paying attention. And because I just don't really care. Let me look at my journal. Enter the anchor mooring. Where is the anchor mooring? I don't have a thingy on my screen. I don't know. Is this it? I know I'm supposed to go here at some point, but I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. This is where I go. So, I mean, you know, like I said, if I was gonna play MMO, I'd play this one. But I don't want... If it was free to play, I'd play it. I don't want to pay $15 a month.
Insects fight back. How amusing. And yet, so very sad.
Come, I will protect you.
Right. Alright. Killed the snake woman. Talk to the prophet.
The Dark Anchor's portal is high above us. I will prepare a spell to lift us to it. But first you must reattune yourself to Nern in order to regain your physical form. A shard of ethereal magicka that carries the essence of Nern. Some link them to Lorcan, the missing god of creation. If you collect and absorb its power, it should restore your corporeal form. I will summon one of these shards for you.
Alright.
Shard of Aetherius, fall upon us now and anoint us with your blessing. There, quickly, collect the Sky Shard.
Alright. Now what?
It is time. If we are to... First, you must activate. There is no way to...
Activate the west anchor. Okay.
Great Akatosh, dragon god of time, your children are lost in the fog between worlds. They cry out for mercy. Hear my voice, Akatosh. I require your strength. Let the way be opened. Let these wandering souls return home. Let the will of Moloch Baal be denied. Hurry! We must go now!
I think that what I most dislike about the Elder Scrolls 3 is all this hand-holding. Skyrim was very open world. You could go anywhere and do anything. You could let your own decisions guide you. And this one is like, there's nothing to do unless you follow along with what they tell you to do.
Awakens once again.
At least in the beginning. Now, further along in the game, I don't know, because I haven't really gotten there. As far as...
As I feared, we arrived in different locations. I am in a city of industry where the voids between the time being... I cannot foresee that. Not yet. But remember, the agents of Moloch, you were pulled from... They spoke of a leader.
Yeah, I just really can't be made to care. You know, I haven't done an instance in this game, so I don't know what it's like. Maybe they make it really fun. Maybe they remove a lot of the crap. I know one thing that I like about this game is when I'm
sick of this island, Colleen. I should be in Bednik, visiting my people.
When I've been in groups,
Think, Lemore. How will we get there without a crew?
everyone had separate loot. So there was no quibbling and arguing over who got what loot. I mean, I've been in instances where people would stop and argue about who got what item. And people, you know, would just... It was just, you know, I just couldn't handle it. It was quite annoying. And I don't think they're going to have that problem in this game, because from what I've seen, you get your loot, even if you're looting the same body or the same chest or whatever, you get your loot and they get their loot. It's all totally separate. So I think that's going to resolve some of the aggravation of quibbling over loot. So here I am on this ship. And I've vented, and I've probably bored you, and if you're still watching, then God bless you. So yeah, let me see. In Skyrim, I would be able to read these books, pick them up. I can't do that here. Don't have the option. Everything is... Okay, here's one thing that I can take. There's very few items that you can take. And it's like, you know, I don't know. I just... In Skyrim, I would probably be able to loot those barrels. I mean, they do have static barrels in Skyrim, but... Ah, here's someone I'm supposed to talk to. So, you know, I've gone on and I've vented, and you were out of that miserable cold harbor place. So once you get out of there, the world opens up a little bit. But still, you have, from my experience, playing the other characters, you still have a lot of hand-holding going on. Go here, do this, and it's too much of an MMO and not enough. It has all the, pretty much most of the bad elements of MMOs that I stopped playing MMOs for. And all the good things about single player games like Skyrim, it doesn't have enough of those. So, in summary, if you want a new MMO to play, this is the game to play. If you're not an Elder Scrolls fan, if you're not a Skyrim fan, if you're a World of Warcraft fan, you might like this game. If you're Elder Scrolls and Skyrim fan who doesn't like MMOs, you're probably not going to like Elder Scrolls Online, because it's not going to be the same. It's not going to have the feel. You're not going to have the immersion. It's just not the same. If you're expecting Skyrim multiplayer, it's not Skyrim multiplayer. If you're just looking for a new MMO, you like MMOs, you like running around with your friends and bashing things, then you can probably enjoy Elder Scrolls Online. And I mean, my max level I've played in this game is level 6. I have another character that got to level 6 in the last beta. This beta I haven't played very much because, quite simply, I would rather play Skyrim. So this weekend, I spent more time playing Skyrim than Elder Scrolls Online. I basically only played enough to make these videos that I've made, and because they had given out an invitation to invite a friend, I played with my friend for, probably a couple hours, 2 of the nights. We might play again tonight, but we might not, who knows. So my advice is wait till it's free to play. If you can play beta, because then you get to play for free. If it's free, play. If you love MMOs, play. If you love Skyrim and you don't like MMOs, you're not going to want this. Okay, I've said my bit. I'm going to stop rambling and I'm going to end this video. If you like my videos, then rate, comment, and subscribe.